This is a brief tutorial for parents and guardians on how to set up a Google account and how to link your current email address to that Google account. It's really important that you realize that this is for parents and guardians only. Students have access to all the Google Suite apps within the Wake ID portal. So, again, this is for parents and guardians only. One of the major reasons as to why parents and guardians need a Google account is we are going to continue with the Positivity Project. They have opened up all their resources to parents, full access to all resources. These resources are going to be shared with parents directly from the Positivity Project via email only if parents opt in. The files shared will be shared through a Google Drive, and all of the activities within it will need parents and guardians to have access to Google Suite apps. Again, this is creating a Google account for parents only. Students should be logging in using the Wake ID portal. First, go to google.com and click on Sign In. So when you go to google.com, this screen pops up, and as you can see where my blue arrow is pointing, that is the sign in. Even though you might not have a Google account currently, you need to click the sign in button in order to be able to create your own Google account. So after you click sign in, you'll click on create an account and this screen will pop up. If you already have an email address, you don't have to worry about this if it's Gmail. But if it's not a Gmail address, you will need to continue on. You'll go ahead and you'll click create account. To create your Google account will appear, and you can either create a Gmail account. So if you'd like to have a Gmail address, you can go ahead and create a Gmail account, or you can use your current email address. And that is what I have circled in blue. Please note, we do need you to have an email address that you check frequently for access to various Google Suite activities or whatever might be shared with you via Google Drive. As we've gone through this week of virtual remote learning, we are on day 3 now. I can say my kids haven't even started yet. They're still in bed. But we've learned a lot from day 1 and day 2. I've learned between navigating my own children's remote learning activities as well as helping our teachers troubleshoot, as well as even some of my friends that have students that are involved in remote learning. So here are just a few tips we've learned so far. What if you have multiple Google accounts and you cannot get logged in or get logged out? Excuse me. So that might be if you have the Wake ID portal and your children are sharing a device, sometimes it's really hard to get logged out. So, one thing that we have found that you can do if you're sharing devices is you can sign in as a guest or you can go incognito and do an incognito tab. I'm going to show you how to sign in as a guest. So up at the top near your browser, there is an icon. As you can see, mine is a picture of me. My children, their names both begin with R's. They have not changed those. So theirs are an R. So if you click on that top picture where I have the arrow, this screen will pop up and you'll want to go down at the bottom and just sign in as a guest. That is one way that you can navigate through having issues with signing out of multiple Google accounts. Something we have also figured out is if your child is trying to get in through Safari, they might not be able to access all of the Google Suite apps. So, what you need to do is either have those apps downloaded onto the iPad, or if you're using a MacBook, go in through the Chrome browser and you'll have more access to the Google Suite apps. It's really important that students are having access to this because teachers are using various apps via Google Suite for their lessons to make them more interactive, whether it be Jamboard, Nearpod, Pear Deck. There's several apps that we have found and extensions to help with students learning to make it more hands-on. If you're using a Chromebook and your teacher has assigned a PowerPoint, sometimes that will happen as well. I ran into this with my daughter yesterday. She had a PowerPoint that she needed to download, but unfortunately, she does not have PowerPoint on her Chromebook. So, what we did is we went to the Google Chrome store, which is up at the top, this waffle. They call it the Google Waffles, where it says apps. If you click there, you'll have the web store. And if you click on the web store, you can search for the PowerPoint app and you can download that onto the Chromebook. These are just a few hints and tips that we've learned along the way. I'm sure we're going to come across other hiccups that we need to troubleshoot. Please know that the Olive Chapel staff is here for you with anything that you need. If your child's teacher cannot answer the questions that you might have, they do reach out to other support staff members that will be available to help navigate and troubleshoot any problems that we might be coming across, or hiccups, as we like to say this. If you have any questions that you need to contact me, my email is mpriest, Priest, at wcpss.net. I am not the technology facilitator at our school, but I have been supporting with a lot of the math apps and instruction, especially Dreambox. If you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out to your teacher, and we will see you through soon through the virtual learning world. Have a great day.